How y'all doing tonight? Man, I'm glad to hear that, man. Because I'm having an incredible day, man. How about y'all? Y'all having a good day? Good day? Man, I'm excited, man. I just found out my nephew, man, he's about to graduate from high school this year, man. Give it up for him, man. I'm proud of him. He's 5 years in. 5 years in. Finally getting ready to get out. Man. He called me super excited, too. He was like, Uncle, man, after summer school, they finally gonna let me get my diploma. I'm like, good job, son. Good job, man. Good job. It made me remember when I graduated from high school, man. Do you remember when you graduated from high school? You know, some of y'all went to college, probably got a car, got some gifts, stuff like that. That's what you get after you graduate from high school. My ass, when I came home from after graduation, my mama had some luggage at the front door for me. And inside, she put a sticky note that said GFO. That meant get the fuck out. I'm like, hey, can I eat first? I'm like, you just gonna kick me out? I mean, seriously, can I get a job or something? Hey, man, that's how my mom did me. My mom and my parents, man, they're crazy, man. Like, I remember growing up, my father, man, he was real prideful. You know, when we was little, you know, he didn't want us to know that he didn't have money. So his way of doing it was anything that I wanted to do he couldn't afford. Instead of just telling me I don't have the money, he'd tell me it's gay. I remember one time I wanted a new bike. I said, hey, Dad, you know, can I get a new bike like Anthony and Chris? You know, they ride and stuff. He said, no, that's gay. No boy supposed to be pedaling no bike. No. That's not gonna be my son. I don't know what type of kids they raising, but that's not gonna be my son. I'm like, damn, I just wanna play. Man. I remember one time I wanted to go play football. I wanted to play football. So I said, Dad, hey, you know, can I play football this year? He said, no, no boy supposed to have his hands under another man's nuts. I don't know, I'm confused right now, but you're not playing football. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, Dad. He's like, no. I was like, okay, I'm all right. I remember I walked in on him watching football one day. I said, Dad, why you watching that? Ain't that gay? He said, mind your business. I'm just trying to educate myself on why they like doing this. So I said, okay, Dad. He said, you know what? Go outside and ride a bike with Anthony and Chris. I thought you said that was gay. Shut up! I'm like, okay, Dad. I'm like, all right. My dad, man, you know, even with that, man, I love my dad to death, man. And what's been killing me is the last couple months, he hasn't been feeling good. You know, he's been, you know, kind of sick. So I called my mother a couple weeks ago to ask her, you know, how Dad is doing. You know, I said, hey, is Dad, you know, moving around? Is he functional? Now I'm going to ask you right here. What do functional mean to you? Yeah, moving around. Simple stuff. You know what I'm saying? I called my mom. She on the phone act like she don't know what functional means. She acting real confused, like she went to Detroit Public Schools or something. Brandon, I bought some groceries yesterday, if that's what you asked. I said, Mom, how's Dad doing? Well, if you want to know, we can't have relations right now, if that's what you're trying to ask. I'm like, oh my God, Mama. This is not an appropriate conversation that we're supposed to be having. No, man. Certain things you just don't want to know. You know, certain details of stuff you just don't want to know. Like, as I'm getting older, I'm realizing that certain details of conversations that I have with my male friends, women can have with their girlfriends that guys just can't have with their male friends. Can't do it. Like, two girls can talk about anything. Say, like, right here. Say if you met a guy and y'all had sex somewhere, right? You can tell her anything that happened in that room. Anything. You can tell her, like, yeah, girl, oh, yeah, we got it in. I rolled on top of him. He busted on my face. All that type of stuff. You know, you can talk about that type of things. Two guys can't talk about every single detail in the room. Like me and my friend, if we're talking, you know, he could tell me, like, yeah, man, I met this girl, man. She had a big butt. You know, we was getting in. You know, I was hitting it from the back. And while I was hitting it from the back, she put her finger in my butt. Hey, I think we might need to readvise our friendship. Because this is not type of things I want to hear. Yeah, I like to tell y'all, man, I just got back from Atlanta doing the show down there. You know, I love Atlanta. And when I was on my way down there, you know, I don't get to visit Atlanta that much. So I was texting this girl while I was driving, you know, telling her, you know, when I get there, you know, we're going to get it in, you know, I'm going to lick that ass, all that type of stuff. Have you ever sent the wrong text message to somebody though? I made a mistake and texted it to my homeboy. He texts back like, hey man, I didn't know you felt that way. I said, I just wanted to throw up. I said, did I just tell you we need to revise our friendship? Oh man. I want to, hey, anybody here ever got fired from a job, but got fired for what you're not supposed to get fired for? You understand what I'm saying? You don't understand? Well, I'm about to break it down to you. Okay? I was working at this store, this hat store, right? And I walked into work with a hat that I stole. I just forgot that I stole it. So as I get to work, it's just me and the other coworker. We doing our job, man. We having a good time. And one of my friends come in like, hey man, let me get a discount. I'm like, okay, cool, man. You get a discount this time. It's cool, you know. So as I'm doing my job and everything, you know, after I get a discount, my boss come to work. And my boss come to me, she said, well, I see that you gave somebody a discount again. I said, yeah, what's the problem? She said, no, what, I'm tired of this shit. You're fired. So as I'm walking out, she takes the hat off my head. So I'm like, why you take the hat off my head? She's like, because it don't belong on there. I said, okay, I'm not going to get back at you like that. So as I get ready to walk out, I take her wig off her head. She's like, why you take my wig off my head? I said, because it don't belong on there, that's why. All right, before I get out of here, man, I want to know who in here in a relationship right now? Relationship? Okay. It's hard to find somebody that's compatible to you these days, man. It's hard, because I have a tough time dating. So when you find somebody that's okay and there's little things wrong with them, you got to find creative ways to change that person. Like, I was talking to this girl named Keisha, man. She was cute. She had a good job, good things going for her. Only thing wrong with her is that she had bad breath. So what I told Keisha was one day, I said, Keisha, it's a turn on me if I see you using mouthwash all the time. So one day we was at my mother's house. She came out the bathroom like, ain't your bed still downstairs? I said, yes, let's get it in. I said, that shit is sexy. But she got me back one time. We was out to dinner, and she told me, she was like, Brandan, you know, what's sexy to me about a man? I said, what? If I see a man using foot powder all the time. I said, bitch, I ain't got time for this, man. I ain't got time for this. You ain't gonna do me like that. All right, I'm Brandan Jordan, man.